Hi guys, this is Jeremiah with Stone Blue Airlines, and today we're going to be checking out the RC302 2.4 GHz receiver and transmitter for FPV. Of course, you're not going to want to fly this on a 2.4 GHz transmitter. So this is going to work with 72, Dragon Link, any kind of other LRS system as long as you're on the same frequency. And this is our transmitter for the plane install. So let's jump inside. We'll see what's on the inside of these boxes. I want to go ahead and tell you I cheated just a little bit. I've had these open for this review just to kind of speed things along, and I did some wiring already. So this is our receiver for our ground station. Of course, they always come with the dipoles, which I will be replacing with some video aerial systems, blue beams, as a replacement on here. And for wiring the system up, we're basically, of course, powering it up. Just going to plug right into the DC in. I have already soldered on my Dean's connector, so that is ready to go and be powered up. Plug and play on that, other than just a little bit of work. And then you have your input, and you're going to either go in AV out or AV out. You've got two here, so you could run into get an additional one, plug it in, and then go directly into a DVR. So that's pretty much all you need to do for the receiver portion, is put your connector of choice to get power in. It is 12 volt. On the back it's got the cheat sheet for whatever channel you'd like to do and being able to switch between the two. So that's the RC302 receiver. Let's take a look at the transmitter. Got our trusty dipole again. Throw that away. And the transmitter for the plane. I don't have my trusty Velcro yet attached. This will be going on, of course, a plane not flying 2.4 for control. And then basically, again, the connection is really simple. I like to keep JST as my power source. Then I can plug and play it on any of my planes if I need to switch it out very easily. For video, you're basically going to deal with just these three. You have video yellow, you have black for ground, red for positive. This is for audio, and we're not dealing with any audio right now on the plane. If you wanted to take audio input, this is what you're going to hook up. And then from there, I just tied into my servo lead. And so transferring that over, white is video, red is positive, black is your ground. That's it. So that's going to get our power input. You're going to connect that up, and that's pretty much it to get in the air. So I'm going to go ahead and get some new antennas on this, get some Velcro on the back, and get this ready to throw on a plane, and we'll test this out. Alright, so I've got my Velcro attached, and yes, my favorite way of attaching everything. And now I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my FPV screen. So let's take a look at that install. Alright, so we've got the 2.4 receiver on the back of my ground station with my portable screen. And all you're going to need to do is, of course, take your output to your input. And this particular one, of course, you're going to need to have a male-to-male to connect up. Sometimes you get setups where it's already got a male out to the female in, and it's you know, very simple. So it's just a matter of some different connectivity with the RCA setup. But as long as you have some extra cables, again, any of this stuff, it's very simple. So that's on, and then the last thing we need to do is my Dean's connector is already attached, and just need to power that up. So that's it. Antenna is on. We are ready to go for the ground station. Alright, we're ready to do the install on the plane, and of course this plane, which you've seen in other videos, is kind of my swap around system. So what's great on this is when I say keep things simple, keep things consistent, all I'm going to do is disconnect these two leads with my current setup for 5.8, disconnect those, and this will power up. I don't have to worry about anything other than that. So I've got this set up if I want to run on another plane, but for my testing purposes right now, make sure everything is working. We're going to go ahead and install it just like that. Alright, so not a mere 12 seconds later and she is installed. You're also going to notice I went ahead and put 2.4 on this. My 2.4 and 5.8 both look the same, and although they do have some markings, I want it quick and easy so I can see between the two. So literally, it's all set to go. The only problem I have right now is I'm waiting for a different receiver to come in. I am running Spectrum. It did cross my mind to go ahead and fly this thing, because if it's technically spread spectrum, it should be bouncing around, and even if there is stuff on the same channel, it should not be an issue. I'll see. I'm giving it a thought whether I might give it a try anyway, even though it's on that. My plan is to switch this over to 72 and then be able to fly on 2.4 and have better range. Alright, so it looks like we've got video out. Something slightly strange. On the dip switches on the back, if you can see there, I've got the third dip switch up, which correlates to, I think it's number 3, except these are not quite matching with what I'm seeing. That's basically what I'm looking at. 2450 for frequency, and on the plane all the dip switches are down, and so not really sure why on this one technically that'd be 2414, but yet when I change the channel, they're not matching up yet again. So I'm not sure if maybe this one was manufactured incorrectly, or the dip switches are installed wrong, or what, but I'm getting a clear output from it, so we'll see what's going on. But just a little odd during the setup here and making sure the frequencies are matching. And I've got good crystal clear video. Of course, it's only 5 feet away, but so far so good, at least with this. It's just kind of odd how the dip switches do not match. So something worth looking at if you buy this system, and it could just be just a weird glitch with this. But so far the video transmission looks good, and it was a simple hookup. Alright guys, I'm out at the airfield here. Gonna test out the 2.4 video system from Security Camera 2000. Everything's wired up, like you've seen, everything's mounted and ready to go. So I think the next thing is, let's go ahead and put it in the air. Guys, on a side note, this is a fantastic little plane. It's a fun little 3D plane. It's not really meant to carry a whole lot of weight, so the smaller FPV systems definitely work well on it. I've got it maxed out with the 2200 on here, and that's about as much weight as I can handle, but makes it a little bit more stable when it's gusty outside or if there's wind, and I get a nice long flight time on it. You know, if you're looking to get into the hobby and, you know, you've got a plane laying around, this is the kind of stuff you want to build up first. And, you know, just keep it simple, fly what you've got, and don't worry about crashing if you do, because it just might happen. All right, let's go ahead and let's go fly. Let's go ahead and throttle up. And we're off. I'm flying on 72 megahertz for control, and 2.4 for video. Of course, I had to ditch my 2.4 control for the 72. Right now, I'm just trying to see what kind of throttle setting works well for this, for good control. It's not too bad out here today. It's a little breezy. Wow, video is amazingly crystal clear. Love it. Passing over us. This is the kind of stuff I love to see, especially with FPV. You want a clean, clear signal. You don't want to be having any kind of weird, random issues, especially when you're getting into the hobby. And if you're on 2.4 control, this is a no-no. You're definitely going to have to ditch that. That is definitely going to cause you some major issues if you even attempt to do that. 2.4 control, of course, you can go with the 5.8. Check out the review video I did on the 5.8 system. And wow, 2.4 looks great. This is a really light plane, so it's definitely getting kicked around quite a bit. It's a really slow plane as well, so it definitely likes calm air. And as a slow flyer now, and it being aerobatic, you can definitely do tons of stuff with this little plane. This is my park flyer. This is also my little testing plane when I'm testing some new gear out. Everything's wired up, real easy to use. Let's go ahead and get down low. There we go. And this is fantastic. So for a nice little FPV system, definitely 2.4 seems to be a frequency, definitely one worth checking out. Also the frequency that Mr. IB Crazy flies on, and it's quite evident why. The signal is really good. So this system is from Security Camera 2000. And that was kind of funny there with the prop floating in view. Go ahead and throttle up a little bit, get me some altitude again. Getting buffeted around a little bit here. I can almost stand still if I have enough headwind with this plane. Again, I'm not really pushing the range here today by any means. But within normal use, which I have going on here, you can see it's nice and stable. Don't get too close. Looks like somebody was out doing hurdles. Let's do a nice low pass on the track. Go ahead and open her up a little bit. Oh boy, she is cruising now. A good 18 miles an hour maybe. FPV is a blast. It really is so much fun, and really what's so much fun about FPV is that you can do this kind of stuff. You can fly in a park and have a good time in a small area, a small space, and not feel like you have to go miles and miles, but can have a blast flying close, flying slow. And this is the perfect kind of plane. This is the perfect kind of plane for this kind of flying around. Let's go ahead and set up for final approach. See if we can't do a nice touchdown. Oh. Not bad. It could have done better, but I would say that's not too bad. Guys, there you have it, the review on the 2.4 system from Security Camera 2000. My little EPP Super Zoom as the test bed here. Didn't take it horrible far range today. Probably flew within a half-mile space of where I was based as for my ground station. Took a little higher altitude, and again, this is a slow flyer, nice test bed here, and really didn't see any major issues whatsoever on the frequency. So guys, 2.4, great frequency to fly on for FPV. Definitely can't use 2.4 for control at all, and you definitely need to be on something like 72 megahertz or some kind of an LRS system if you want to fly that. I personally like 72. That's what I've got set up on this. Ditched all my 2.4 gear, and it really does make a huge difference. Plus you get some really nice range. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little something on this. And guys, it's definitely something worth checking out from Security Camera 2000. Good people, nice to deal with, and they get you your gear pretty quick and get you flying shortly. So guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.